Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a what if Naruto was the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Path part 2. Okay guys, and as normal I do a brief recap of the series or the episode prior and then get straight into part 2, okay guys? So without further ado, let's get started. Now in part 1 Naruto was born the same way and the same way as he did in normal canon with the QB being pulled up by Obito, but the only difference is Naruto had white skin with horns, blonde hair, and blue eyes. So pretty much had normal Naruto traits, but with the horns and the white skin. And after he gets the full nine tails put inside, not half, the full nine tails put onto him, Naruto's whiskers grow prominently. Now Minato dies immediately after that, and Kushina still lives it because of the Uzumaki power that she has. And so, as before she dies properly, she got to spend like at least a good half an hour with Naruto properly without the GB inside of her. Sorry, the QB. Nine tails, my bad. Wrong. So what if scenario? So what happened is, Kushina is pretty much embracing Naruto, knowing that this is going to be the last moments of his life, and she pretty much tries to ask the third Hokage to look after Naruto, which he doesn't. Well, he does in essence, but not fully to the extent that they want. So what happens is, on her dying breath, she says she whispers to Naruto she'll always love him and be there to protect him. And in that notion, when she poured all her chakra into Naruto, it pretty much happened. So Naruto gets us a similar defense as Gaara does, but it's not just sand that defends Naruto. It's wind chakra, earth chakra, fire chakra, air chakra, lightning chakra, anything that is pretty much in the vicinity or being used against them, like if it's a lightning style, a lightning club will come and deflect it. But primarily when people do taijutsu and everything, it's one style that protects them from, so it pretty much pushes them away. And this happens subconsciously, like with Naruto. So in part 1, Naruto pretty much grows up way worse life. Everyone hates him way more. When Naruto finds the persevere to live on and not care, because in this what if scenario he's actually not alone every single day. Since the moment he was probably born, or the moment after he was born, and the full nine tails pulled into him, the nine tails has been talking to Naruto since the moment he was able to get a hold of Naruto. Now, the nine tails in this what if, after he left Kushina into Naruto, he's felt for the first time since he was created, or since he was young, he's found a place where he can relax. For the first place ever that he's at home again. And he sees Naruto as a special boy, reminding him of the old man. And so, in this what if, in the part 1 what if, the night I was pretty much helping Naruto train, talk, be there for him, everything like that. And he was the one who informed Naruto about his parents, who they were, and yeah, helped him to. He learned about Kakashi. He learned about a lot of people before Naruto was born, because the Nine Tails could see out of his seal, Was always around Minato talked about his missions to her, so yeah. Kurama is quite knowledgeable of what happened and all that stuff. So when Naruto enters the academy, he pretty much mops the floor. Sasuke, before they move into the academy, Naruto met Sasuke early, thanks to the Naruto's influence, of course. But not only that, Naruto has enhanced sensory abilities where he can either sense where you are in your chakra, he can sense how you're feeling, your moods and all that stuff, your intentions. So when he first saw Sasuke, he felt that Sasuke was yearning for a friend. And Naruto was also yearning for a human friend, not a Naruto. So yeah, they became friends early. Hinata and Naruto in this what if are not going to be close, because Hinata thinks to her family's ideology on what Naruto is. He's a monster, and only that she will look at him as a monster, because everyone else looks more at Naruto as a monster because of his horns and his actual appearance. Yeah, but anyway, so as Naruto is in the academy, he pretty much mops the floor with everyone, like when he has fires under Sasuke. Not only does he dissipate Sasuke's fireball, but he does a fireball due to that's just enormous. Hit Sasuke, and as it burns Sasuke, after he falls, he leaves everyone's sight because he's able to move to Sasuke so fast. He heals Sasuke and shocks everyone like that. Now, when they get put into their proper teams with Kakashi, the fighting is really interesting. He's for the first time pushed pushed to a absolute new level. To the point where Kakashi was visibly surprised. He had to use more than he thought he would have to. But in the end, though, that when they came to the final blows, Naruto and Sasuke weren't able to execute it because they ran out of time. So after Sakura gets tied up, Naruto and Sasuke eat their food under Kakashi's orders not to give Sakura anything or they get kicked out, but they didn't give a shit. They give it to her. Naruto knew he was there, and yeah, things proceed as canon, as still as canon. Just everyone looks at Naruto way differently. So when they do all their missions, Naruto um, finds out he has an affinity for animals, not just cats, animals. And when they go to do all their DMAC missions, it's still the same as up to the point where they ask Third Hokage, and then the Land of Waves arc happens. Now, where I left off on that is Naruto pretty much makes Haku run and makes Zabuza, in essence, scares Zabuza because Naruto's brute strength, ability to blow away the mist, sense him in the mist, and the fact that he unintentionally making it style the sword after he touched it, making it released it and made it connected to him permanently, well, away from Zabuza. And only that, Naruto can wield this massive weapon easy as. But in the end, though, Naruto pretty much gave it to Kakashi and bound the sword to him. So when Kakashi lifted his hand up, um, the executioner blade will come to Kakashi whenever he needs it. Pretty much the same thing like Thor's hammer, but in essence is magnet release. Naruto pretty much charged the sword to only Kakashi and himself if needs to be, but it's Kakashi now. So that's what that now. And not only that, Sasuke and them learn how to tree walk. Naruto trains more, and we get into the part where the bridge happens. Bridge fight between Zabuza, Haku, Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura, Naruto, and Tazuna. Okay, so that's the brief recap, guys, and we'll get into the what if. Okay, so let's begin. So Kakashi and lifts up his headband and reveals the Sharingan again and gets into position to prepare to fight Zabuza, but knowing that he pulls the executioner blade to the point where he's ready to fight Zabuza. And then Zabuza looks at Kakashi and pretty much quotes that he's trying to kill him with that blade. Get that blade and kill him with that blade and rip his eyes out. And then their battle begins as per canon, but except Kakashi has the executioner blade. So Zabuza has to use another sword. Which puts him at a severe disadvantage. Like, yeah, he's faster, but because the executioner blade is tailor-made to him, or he's tailor-made to use it properly, that's in his mind. Yeah, he's pretty angry. So their battle happens more towards Ken, because Kakashi has more. Yeah, he just has the range and the power, and not only that, the Sharingan don't tire him out anymore. Now the Haku and Sasuke fight happens near to Canon to Naruto, but Naruto's on the mix. So and know that Naruto can pretty much sense where Haku's kind of come out of the mirrors when he does attack them. So Naruto's able to anticipate the Sinbone attack. Sasuke can barely do it, and he's getting cut left, right, and center by these things. Sakura stays by Tazuna to protect them because she's like the greatest bodyguard. No, she is not. But Sasuke and Naruto are fighting Haku to the point where Haku does his ice prison jutsu. I failed to mention on the first part too, when Zabuza and Haku disappeared, it wasn't a water prison jutsu, it was ice prison jutsu where Haku pulled Zabuza through the mirror as Naruto destroyed the ice prison. I forgot I failed to mention that. Apologies, guys. But yeah, back to part two. So Haku does the same thing in the canon where he makes the ice prison Sasuke and Naruto. Where Naruto sees this and goes along with it, and now he's trying to learn the ice Genkai. He's like, interesting. So Naruto started learning Gauge Haku's powers, and as Haku jumps through all the mirrors, Naruto tries to catch him, and always narrowly misses Haku. But when it hits the mirror, he shatters it completely because of his brute strength. But as Naruto's jumping around, he's going after Haku every time he comes in and out. He's actually targeting Sasuke, and Sasuke is trying to block it. He's trying to do massive fire styles, so Naruto jumps down. He breathes in with Sasuke. Sasuke looks at him and he does hand signs to fire style fireball jutsu. And as he does that, Naruto does like a massive fire style fireball jutsu that wipes out an entire side of the ice prison. Zabuza and Kakashi are amazed at how massive this fireball was. And when that happens, Kakashi what happens? He takes advantage of this and cuts Zabuza's leg, the top part by his knee, and kicks him all the way to the other side of the bridge. Kicks him pretty far. And as he does that, those Zabuza manage to check one of his kunais at the executioner blade, and as the bounce of Zabuza was able to pretty much break the sword, like how like Killer Bee does. He uses one of the blades that he has, like it's a chakra blade, and he's able to pretty much break the executioner blade with a chakra blade. Takes a lot out of him though, and he tries to hit Kakashi with it, but Kakashi bounces away. Kakashi, he's focusing on the Zabuza fight, but he's also wondering how students are doing and everything like that. So Kakashi pretty much tells Zabuza he has no time for this now, and he begins to go serious because Zabuza's leg's pretty destroyed. Kakashi can just play with him if he wants to, and since we can rip him apart, but Kakashi's serious. So meanwhile, back with Haku and Naruto. Naruto is too preoccupied trying to chase Haku to the point where he doesn't really, like, he's doing the Ginkai, but he doesn't realize what Haku was doing with it. Sasuke is doing good to the point where he can dodge some of it, but like in canon, he gets pinned with lots of them. When Naruto realizes that Haku's been targeting Sasuke, not him, he goes down to Sasuke and starts to heal him until Haku sends hundreds of these spikes, and as much as he can. And as they're about to hit Naruto, Sasuke jumps and pretty much reacts and pushes Naruto out of the way, and he gets pinned by all these Sinbones to the point where he actually nearly really fully dies. Falls off on Naruto. So Naruto puts his hand on Sasuke and heals him. He tells Sasuke he's very grateful for what he did, and it makes him smile. But then Haku does it again. He does way more. Naruto's defenses pushed a lot of them away. But one of these Sinbone grows into a massive ice spike that hits Sasuke in the chest. Because, yeah, Haku can do that. And Naruto is visibly shaken. Because he thinks if he pulls this out, Sasuke dies. If it is there, Sasuke dies. So he's like lifting a rock in a hard place. And he's unsure if he can heal himself. So the emotions start to flood in Naruto. Everything starts to like echo, like he can't let Sasuke die. The Nine Tails can feel Naruto's true anger and actual sadness to what's happening. His first proper friend is gonna die, and he's unsure either one of he does will kill Sasuke. So as Naruto cries, and he thinks of the solution is to just rip it out. Well, he does. His eyes is closed, by the way, but he senses where the spike. He rips it out, and he puts his hand on Sasuke and begins to heal. And as he begins to heal Sasuke, Naruto opens his eyes, and his eyes develop into a 3-Tomo Sharingan, permanently stuck in 3-Tomo Sharingan state. Now, the reason why I state this is when the Sage of Sixth Path, he had eyes pretty much like Hyuga before they activate the Byakugan. Well, what happens when he saw the woman that he actually liked, in essence loved, in the Divine Tree, already dead. Yeah, now he awakened the Sharingan in that way. And for Naruto, the only one that was like fully close to him, but besides the Nine Tails, was Sasuke. So he pretty much awakened his Sharingan, 3-Tomo Sharingan on both eyes, and that motion. They know that they do not deactivate. So Naruto is just Sasuke can see that Naruto is upset, and he sees that Naruto Sharingan, but he doesn't question Naruto at this present time. And then Haku tries while all this is happening, Haku tries as much Sinbone as he can to check in Naruto. And Naruto's wind chakra defenses pushes it away. And then Haku chakra does it one more time, but then the wind chakra turns into a massive fire chakra that not only stops the Sinbones, but completely starts to obliterate the ice. Fire style, wind style starting to mix and to spread. And Naruto gets up after he heals Sasuke. Sasuke just rests as Naruto asks him. He looks over and sees where Haku is, and Naruto just opens his hand, and the fire and the wind chakra pretty much mold into a massive fire dragon. But Naruto doesn't even know. He just has his hand forward, so it's like a scorch style fire dragon with wind and fire mixed together. And Naruto can use all the Genkais thanks to his unique chakra. So he uses the principle of what his mother's chakra does to protect him, and he uses fire style. He thinks of a creature, and the first thing he thinks about is a dragon, which takes Nine Tails by surprise. Of course, feeling a little bit jealous. And Naruto doesn't think about him, but he'll get to that. So Naruto does that massive scorched out fire dragon or scorched out dragon jutsu, and pretty much Haku tries to get away with this dragon. It wraps around Haku. Naruto is using for like a form of pyrokinetic to allow the fire to continue, and the wind chakra around the dragon to perpetuate its growth. And as Haku gets cornered by the dragon, Naruto just powers his hand up, massive lightning style starts to form around his hand, and Naruto what's it called? Pretty much disperses the fire, and he lifts his hand up because Haku's pretty he's pretty far from Naruto. Naruto lifts his hand up and shoots a lightning bolt. But this is not just any other lightning bolt. This lightning bolt's pretty powerful, and it does something like it hits Haku, and it completely fries his whole left side. His eyes gone. Big as lightning strike scars are going right across his face, all the way to his left side of his arm. Those gone. He's pretty much paralyzed on the left side of his body. And Haku's lying on the ground, not able to do anything to kind of get himself up to save Zabuza. And as that all of that happened with Haku and Naruto, Zabuza what's it called? Tries his final stand with Kashi, but Kashi was way too good. Dodge Zabuza's strike, and he goes up to Zabuza's scalp with his broken execution blade and placed and thrust it right into Zabuza's gut. And Zabuza knows he's lost now. He drops his blades and he coughs up blood. Puts his hand on Kashi's shoulder and goes, and he pretty much states them. Quite ironic. My blade, when it broken, heals by the iron and the blood. Wouldn't believe the blood on the context of iron will be my own. And the fact that the blade will grow back because of that, and then he starts to cough up blood and bleed out more. Because as his blood touches the executioner blade, the sword begins to grow, and it breaks out of the back of Zabuza's back. Haku is just crying, watching on as Zabuza who gets killed by Kakashi. Then Kakashi pulls the sword out, looks at Zabuza, but Naruto is already going to end Haku. Sorry, I lost Haku. I mean, Naruto is already going to hurt Haku. So the scorched star fire dragon jutsu was also, sorry guys, also a diversion for what Naruto was truly doing. Naruto was actually using the heat from the dragon to the scorched star dragon to actually heat the atmosphere and generate massive lightning, just like how Sasuke does with his fire style jutsu. And as he does that, Naruto places his hand up and he gets struck again by a massive lightning bolt. Naruto places his hand right on Haku and completely incinerates him. But it's like he slaps his hand, making him completely cracking the ground with his brute strength and everything. He shatters everything. And because this Naruto understands what he needs to do, he can't just talk no jutsu to everyone. There's not going to work on everyone. Well, technically will, but it's not recommended for everyone, which the ninth house states to Naruto. And that's why Naruto was able to kill Haku without remorse properly. He knows he's doing it for the protect the village, so Naruto slams his open hand or palm into what's his name? Haku's chest. And as it hit Haku's chest, it bloody cracks the ground, and a massive lightning bolt just streaks upwards out of the area, and Haku's dead. Absolutely dead from that. So it's good. Haku's gone, and that Zabuza is dead as well. And as Kakashi pulls the executioner blade out of Zabuza's gut, and his dead body falls, what's good? The execution blade's fully grown. Kakashi, all he needs to do is just touch it on his back and it'll stick on his back, which makes him happy. Kakashi looks at Naruto, and they can pretty much congratulate themselves until Gato's men came, and he goes and pretty much tries to do what he does in canon. The villagers from Mitazuna is around, go to try and aid them. And Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke, what's it called? Sasuke is fully healed now from Naruto's striking healing. They go in and take them all, and they obliterate them all. They obliterate all of Gato's men, all of them together. And then what's it called? Gato asks us, what do they want? Naruto touches his head and finds out that Gato what he wants. He just wants to save his ass. So what Naruto does is, instead of killing Gato, he closes his hand up. A massive earth style cloud crawls around the fella that what's his name? Gato is alright. The villagers see that Naruto just does this without chakra. And that's called Naruto. That's called Naruto. Chakra prodigy. He can use all chakra natures. Yeah, and he walks away, and what's it? Tarzan is quite grateful that these kids surpassed his absolute expectation. So the bridge is still called the Great Naruto Bridge, and everyone, all of them are walking back to the village of Sasuke. That's when Sasuke asks and goes, "So now Naruto, are you gonna tell me a secret?" And he goes, "What do you mean, Naruto? What do you mean, Sasuke? How do you have the Sharingan?" And he goes, "I don't know." It's like me saying, "How do I have bit horns in white skin?" And you don't. And Sasuke's like, "Oh, true." Takes him off guard. So what Naruto says. So what happens is when they get back to the village, everything goes near towards Kanon. Kakashi signs them up to the tuning exams, and yep, they all accept the tuning exam test. And yeah, so now we come to the before the tuning exam start. Of course, Naruto bumps into Konohamaru. First, Konohamaru is like this the same little shit as he was before Naruto hurts him, because Naruto still punches him in the head, Konohamaru in the head, and tells him that I don't give a shit if your grandfather was the fourth the third Hokage. My father was the fourth Hokage. Do I give a shit? Do you hear me bragging about that? And what's it called? Konohamaru just eventually stops doing what he does. And he asks Naruto what's his name and tells him, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki," and he tells Konohamaru, goes, "I'm gonna call you big bro, my name is Konohamaru Sarutobi. And you're my rival." Naruto smiles, okay then. And then Naruto tells him to go inside through a dangerous mission. So he does. He leaves Konohamaru, and as he goes to leave, Konkuro he trips and pretty much hits Konkuro, and Konkuro picks him up and tells Konohamaru, "Do you want to die?" And as he does that, Naruto appears right by what's his name, Puppet Man, Konkuro Fire. And the Eternal Light on. He appears right in front of Konkuro and touches Konkuro's head. And he reads instantly the mind of Konkuro and finds out about the Konoha crash and all that stuff. And what kind of person Gaara is. And Naruto lets go of his hand, grabs, what's his name? Grabs Konohamaru, and when Konohamaru turns around, he kicks, what's his face in the gut. Konkuro. Then Naruto looks at Gaara and goes, "I know you were there." And Gaara smiles and goes, "Oh, your sensory type is among other things, yes, among other things. For instance, the creature inside you is the One Tails, right?" And Nautical starts goes, Gaara said, "What? How did you?" And he goes, "I can feel the chakra. It's pretty similar to the chakra that I have within me, the Nine Tails." And Gaara said, "What?" And he goes, Naruto feels Gaara's upsetness and his pain. He goes, "You were hated by the village, weren't you?" Gaara's like, "What?" And he goes, "Well, weren't you?" And he goes, "Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Me too, all the same. But then the Nine Tails befriended me, Kurama, and from there, me and him have become an inseparable bond, and I have met my bro Sasuke." And Gaara is still hanging on the tree until he disappeared. Jumps down, and instead of giving that angry, stupid snarl remark to Naruto, Gaara simply says, after they introduce each other, Naruto Uzumaki and Gaara are saying, Gaara goes, he just nicely says, "I'm looking forward to our battle, Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto smiles and says, "I also am looking forward to it." And before Gaara goes, Naruto pretty much slams his fist into Gaara's gut, suppressing the hatred and the evil of the Shikaku. Naruto just gives it a go, and for some reason it works for him. He realizes anything he does, he gives it a go. It works straight for him. So what happens? Yeah, Gaara pretty much no longer at the mercy of the what's it called? The Delbies. So yeah, what's it called? Gaara don't need to worry about Shikaku no more. The Naruto reinforced the sealing jutsu. And while Naruto walks away, Shikaku comments on to Sasuke, Gaara, for some reason, that boy is tonight how Fox's Jinchuriki. What the hell? He pretty much laughs at Naruto's antics and everything like that. But he just laughs at. Now it comes to the chunin exams, and Naruto is a Shisui Genjutsu. He walks out into the one styles that are around him, pretty much knocking the guinea that the guinea that pretty much mocked him, and then all the tunings I'm not sure. And then when he gets to the second floor, this is when Lee's there. Now what happens is everything goes towards Canon until Lee sees Naruto's Sharingan, and he goes to Sharingan. I'm looking forward to fighting someone with that. And he goes, but only Taijutsu right Naruto, and Naruto goes, okay, that's fine. So excuse me. But and as they fight about to begin, Sasuke jumps in and goes, no. Yeah, first challenge me, Naruto, if you don't remember. Naruto goes, ah, dang. And they sit down by Sakura. Lee tries to, sorry, guys, tries to send love heart kisses to Sakura, but she hates it so much. Everyone's watching Sasuke and Lee measure each other up until Lee goes and fights Sasuke properly. No taijutsu, no genjutsu, just taijutsu. No ninjutsu and genjutsu, only taijutsu. And that goes the same. What happens is Lee bodies Sasuke, and as he is about to finish it with the what's that spinning jutsu? Not the level 2, the something Lotus. I forgot. I apologize. But he does that White Lotus or whatever on Sasuke, spinning around after he opens the second gate. And as Sasuke is about to hit the ground, Naruto appears right by Lee and catches his rotation and throws Lee on the other side as he grabs Sasuke out of the rotation as well. So he stops Lee in the midair, chucks Lee, and Naruto catches Sasuke with his left hand. They both land, Naruto and Lee hits the wall pretty hard, and then Naruto puts Sasuke by Sakura, heals him briefly, and then what happens is from there, Lee is about to go handy at Naruto. Guys watching up from the bleachers, watching Lee and him and the stupidity, and he's about to stop it until Naruto goes, "Please entertain me. I wanna challenge someone that's strong and that's fast." And the last person I've done that, yeah. I want to get stronger. So Lee goes, okay, then takes his weights off, and he doesn't drop it like in the cannon. He places them down not to give away how strong he is, and then he says he disappears and reappears by Naruto. But Naruto casually just dodges it, catches Lee's hand, throws him away, but Lee instantly recovers, and the battle begins. The Taijutsu battle is epic, epic. They're bouncing around the areas in the sky, bounce around the walls, everything that they're pretty much decimating the area. And then when Lee thinks he has Naruto just catches the leg, moves the leg away, and Naruto backhands Lee. Now, because Naruto is the reincarnation of the Seiya 6 path, he has super strength, like what's his name, Hamada does. So Naruto easily takes Lee. Lee thinks he's getting faster by trying to open one or two gates properly. Sorry, it's called the primary lotus. Wow. Sorry, that's what Lee did to Sasuke. Naruto interrupted it, but I apologize there. But back to Naruto and Lee's fight. Lee actually thought he had Naruto until Naruto actually started pushing him back more, dodging every punches and kicks, timing Lee perfectly. Not like you can see what was really happening in front of him with his 3 Thomas Sharingan, you know. And then what happens is, sorry guys. When Lee's about to open the third gate, guy stops it straight away, jumps down, and does the same as Canon when he punches Lee in the pretty much head, and tells Naruto that he's quite a fine shinobi to keep up with Lee. And Naruto goes, well, Naruto just looks and goes, he's a fine shinobi to keep him getting that strong. Someone that only knows taijutsu and genjutsu, you must be a great teacher. This makes Kakashi guy like well up with tears and be super happy. And Naruto then smiles and walks up to the third floor. Third floor is the same thing, same test and everything like that, but in a different sense, Naruto aces it because of his Sharingan. You can see everyone's finger movements and everything like that. And he does this. He assumed by what people were writing that he and what's it called in a post, so just in his own mind, he realized that That's how he deducted the answers, easy as. So Naruto passes that easy. Kabuto gets bullied by the Soundful Ninja when Naruto interfere, but nothing happens right away. It's not to the Forest of Death that happens. So in the Forest of Death now, this also is a little bit different, and you'll find out why. So in the Forest of Death, everyone scatters and everything like that. Naruto's able to easily sense where people are thanks to his jutsu, and not only that, Sasuke has already grown a keen eye for chakra sensing and sense of that. So he's pretty much getting better too. I'm not going to talk about Yusuf Sakura. Well, not yet anyway. So what happens is, when they're in the forest, Naruto does the same thing. Where he goes to piss, but he doesn't go with password, but he makes it look like he's going actually for password. And yep, everything from there goes absolutely towards canon. Naruto gets jumped, but he beats him up, and they get all the scrolls. And that Orochimaru appears. Now what happens is Naruto is slightly a bit late because he's dealing with other things, grabbing some more scrolls. Sasuke is giving Orochimaru as best he can, though hurting Orochimaru and all that stuff. But it's too late. Orochimaru, before Naruto gets there, Orochimaru bites Sasuke on the neck and gives him the curse mark, and then pulls away. Naruto sees what's the name? Orochimaru does. Naruto pulls out kunai, chucks it over Orochimaru's neck, just gradually missing the back of the neck, almost killing him, of course. So what's it called? I apologize. I'm just looking at my book wrong. So yeah, sorry, in the Forest of Death. I apologize, guys. Sorry. My papers are mixed up because of my son. I'll be more organized tomorrow on my next order. So what happens is Naruto, what's it called? Observes what Orochimaru is doing after he goes back to Sasuke. Goes back to his body. Naruto jumps up and grabs Sasuke, and Sasuke's driving in pain, and he pretty much makes the clone and puts Sasuke on his back and tells Sakura to follow him, and Naruto looks at Orochimaru. Now when Orochimaru sees Naruto, he looks at his lips again and he says, the child of the first Hokage. How interesting. You're white with horns. I see that your body is very unique and powerful. He looks more when he sees Naruto's 3-time Sharingan activated, and he just can't help himself. He tries to attack Naruto. He tries all his might to attack Naruto and takes his body, but every time Orochimaru attacked him or punched him, Naruto just seems to follow his arm, and the wind chakra just pushes him away. Not only that, the trees react in Naruto's chakra, so when Orochimaru tries to attack Naruto, but the trees grab Orochimaru and chuck him away. Easy as chucks him away from him. So yeah, but and then when he does the snake summoning, the snake tries to attack Naruto, but Naruto just looks at the snake and pretty much the snake doesn't attack Naruto at all. It has a sense of subservience to Naruto's. Well, it doesn't attack him at all. And Orochimaru feels this, so he feels it useless to have it there. And knowing that, then this Brett Naruto is pretty strong, and so he tries one more time to bite Naruto's neck, trying to catch him off guard, but Naruto catches his neck, spins him around, chucks him away, and then Naruto jumps up and punches Orochimaru clean away. But that's not up. But see, right now Orochimaru was holding back, but he knew that Naruto was very powerful, very, very capable shinobi. So, yep, they make it to the tower easy as I think the Sound Ninja Genjutsu team tried to attack, but Naruto just lifts his hands up. He closes his hand in earth grip jutsu, just grabs everyone's arms, legs, holds them there until they get the authorities come and pick them up. All this stuff. So that is just easy for Naruto. So when they make it there, they actually tie up with Gaara and his team, Konkuro and Tamari, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. They actually tie up, and yeah, they pretty much get ready for the next exams. And apart from Naruto's fight, everything else goes towards Ken. Okay, Sasuke and the Sound Ninja with the curse mark. Sakura, Shikamaru, Shino's fight. What's his name? Rock Lee. Even though you fight, everything goes the same. Up until Kabuto's fight with Naruto. Kiba's battle with Naruto. Now, when the moment they start the fight, Kiba instantly tries to transform Akamaru into a man beast transformation, and they get into the stance to do rolling thunder or whatever. The Fang over Fang, and he does that. Kiba successfully goes right past Naruto. Now it's Akamaru. Akamaru feels like he can't attack Naruto. So what he does is he reverts back to a normal little dog. Naruto pets his head and tells him that you need to go. He needs to go. And so what's it called? He does. He easily does. He goes back to where he was. And Kiba is trying to yell at Akamaru for not listening or follow through. And he jumps back, and Naruto says, "You should really look after your pets properly. Like you're meant to be your animal familiar, and you're treating him like that." And Kiba gets angry and tells Naruto, "What the hell you know about friends, horn boy? You know nothing. You're an orphan." And it's kind of pissing Naruto because Kiba's still ranting on bullshit, and this pisses off Naruto. So Naruto appears right in front of Kiba and backhands him. And when he backhands him, he sends him right off the wall, ended the fight instantly. Naruto, he's still there, so he's still himself, but Naruto knows what Naruto is capable of, absolutely. So what happens is, everyone's shocked. Everyone's shocked at the fight with Naruto and Kiba, because Naruto's backhand him, and then when Naruto goes to Akamaru, Akamaru bows his head down, Naruto picks Akamaru up and pets him and goes, "Oh, you aren't too cute. Good boy, Akamaru, for defending your master," and he pretty much barks at Naruto in a good way. And what happens is Naruto puts him down. As Naruto puts him down, Kiba has eaten the military pose, and he goes to attack Naruto. Naruto's watching this, and so what Naruto does is he waits for Kiba to get into a position where he can. Naruto appears right in front of him and puts Kiba under a genjutsu, and not just any kind of genjutsu. That's like a Sage or six path Naruto genjutsu. He just looks at Kiba's eyes and makes Kiba believing that he's still fighting Naruto in canon. Making him believable. Naruto's already on the stands. Like what's his name? Kiba's already lost the fight. Naruto pet the Proctor already said there. Naruto pets the dog, and Naruto jumps away, and then Proctor releases Kiba. Kiba falls to the ground, drained, and now finds out that was again just too powerful one. So everyone's starting to gauge Naruto's strength. Now, when it comes to the Gaara and the Rock Lee fight, that happens differently. And why I say so is Gaara's not so bloodlusty for that makes sense. He doesn't have so much bloodlust as he does in canon to hurt people. So what happens is the battle is awesome. Lee drops his weights and everything. The battle is just like canon, but instead of Gaara getting angry, he thinks of better plans to get Lee. Way better plans to get Lee. And after he beats Lee, because Lee doesn't want to give up, Gaara just wraps Lee and just puts Lee down on the ground without hurting him. Guy doesn't need to step on this time because Lee doesn't get his leg broken by Gaara. Because as I said, the malicious intent is gone once Naruto Titan will pretty much helped him with the Shikaku in his gut. So and Gaara's pretty kind of happy about that. Now when the Shikaku looks at Naruto inside of Gaara's body, he's shocked and he talks to the Night House and goes Kurama, and then Kurama's like, what the bloody hell do you want, Tanuki? And he goes, it's bloody Shikaku. He goes, that boy. And he goes, yes. He just realized this now, Shikaku. And he goes, how? Like, Shikaku's lost for words seeing the old man in this little boy's body and everything like that. And like, he's just dumbfounded, you know. Gaara wins the fight, of course, but Lee's not broken, destroyed. And I know that Gaara picks up Lee and tells him, great fight. But he does it with a serious undertone. And because Gaara has changed his nature, changes his intent slightly, this is going to affect the going to crush a lot. Okay, guys. So what happens is after all the everything's said and done, they get their 1 month to train and everything like that. Sasuke tells Naruto that he wants to train with him, but Naruto says, "Then why don't you go train with Kakashi Sensei?" And he goes, "Well, why you got the Sharingan too?" And he goes, "Well, I need to go. I want to learn to train with someone else, the third Hokage, because unfortunately Kakashi Sensei is pretty much below me." Sasuke goes, "What's that make me then?" Naruto kind of giggles, and they both giggle to each other, and yep, they pretty much part their own ways. Kakashi sends Sakura to go to Kurenai to learn, not to be useless. And Sasuke learns from Kakashi the Chidori and the lightning, he learns the Chidori and the dog summoning. No. I won't give him a dog summon yet, but it learns the Jidori from Kakashi and learns how to use it properly with the Sharingan. Now, when it comes to Naruto, however, when he sees the Sage's Sixth Path, so what happened? I say just for them dry, but so what happens when Naruto leaves Sasuke and he goes to the third Hokage? Oh man, are you gonna train me now? Or do you have time to train me? Third Hokage says no. Sorry, Naruto, I do not. The job was too much. Naruto goes, oh okay. I feel like kind of bummed out that the third Hokage will train him, but what happens is he tells him, "There's there's a warrior here that will possibly train you, Naruto." And Naruto goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He's got white hair and he wears red coats. He's one of the great legendary Sonics. And Naruto's like he's kind of happy that he's get to train because he can feel the third Hokage and how powerful he is. Now, if the third Hokage is gonna praise this person, then he's like king. So what happens is he goes up and he sees Jiraiya, but not right away though. He's walking around, looking around the village, and when he sees this old man with white hair with red coat looking through a hole at the woman's bathroom, Naruto goes, "He's a legendary Sonic," which packs up with what's makes Jiraiya catch on to what Naruto said, and he goes, "Oh, do you believe I'm not a legendary Sonic, eh?" And then when Jiraiya sees Naruto, he's like, "Naruto's a monkey," and Naruto's like, "Huh? How do you know my name?" And Naruto goes, "Well, one, everyone knows your name because you're one of the people hated in the village, and two, I'm your godfather, Naruto." This takes Naruto by absolute surprise, and he looks at the Nine Tails, and the Nine Tails goes, and he goes, "Is this true, Nine Tails?" And the Nine Tails goes, "Yeah, pretty much. This is true." And this makes Naruto cry and goes, "Why don't you tell me?" And he goes, "I don't think you're ready for it, Naruto." And instead of getting angry and bursting out with anger towards Nine Tails, Naruto pretty much gets over his frustrations, and he thanks Naruto, thanks Kurama for being there and trying to help me. I know you're not trying to control me, just trying to get me to see better. And he goes, "Yes, and it's very hard to teach a human kid," which makes Naruto laugh, of course. So yeah, what's it called? Sorry. So everything goes towards that until the 1 month training. Jiraiya takes Naruto away to train and do some summoning jutsus. Because Jiraiya doesn't care about the 60 jutsu, he just wants to test his godson's abilities, and he finds out that from the third Hokage, that Naruto has all 7 chakra natures, Yin Yang release, and the 5 other cardinal natures like lightning, air, fire, water, and earth. All of them work in unison with each other. So yeah, that's how all their powers come up. Pretty much what Jiraiya knows about Naruto. And then, yep, Jiraiya teaches Naruto the summon jutsu, which he picks up easy. He doesn't even do hand signs, he just places his hand on the ground and goes, summoning jutsu, boom, blows up. He summons Gamabunta on his first try, which shocks Naruto, which really shocks Naruto. And Jiraiya's like baffled that Naruto just effortlessly summoned Gamabunta right now. And yep, so this is exactly what happens. Gamabunta sees Naruto and he's shocked to see Naruto. He gets kind of like a chill on his back, not out of fear, but what giant Gramps Sage Toad, or what his name was formerly remembered as, is Gamamaru, the Sage of Six Paths teacher thousands of years ago. So when Chief Toad sees Naruto, he's heard legends about the Horde Man that the Great Elder Toad was training, and that they should respect him in this reincarnation. So the Mount Boku's Toad stopped go for crying to more like a yearning to get to know Naruto, get to know Naruto and everything like that. So yeah, everything goes roughly the same in canon, but also Jiraiya tries to check out Naruto's taijutsu, genjutsu abilities, and ninjutsu, and to Jiraiya's surprise, Naruto is quite a proficient taijutsu fighter. Really a proficient taijutsu fighter to the point where Naruto's hits that they connect there will damage Jiraiya badly. And his genjutsu is awesome too, thanks to the Sharingan. Knowing that it doesn't deactivate, yeah, Naruto is really powerful. And then Naruto tells Jiraiya that him and the Nine Tails are pretty much best friends. And Jiraiya said, "What?" And then Naruto touches Jiraiya's shoulder, and in that touch, he brings Jiraiya into his psychic plane inside the mind, and where the Nine Tails was hid behind the wall. And when Jiraiya sees the Nine Tails, he sees the Nine Tails bending down by the wall, and he goes, "Nice to meet you, Jiraiya." Jiraiya's shocked. He's like, huh? And he smiles and goes, so you are the godfather of Naruto. Minato Namikaze's teacher, eh? And Jiraiya goes, yes. He goes, he's just buzzing out that the Nine Tails are so intelligent. He goes, and the Nine Tails goes, well, what do you expect? Do you think we're giant dumb animals? They don't learn after thousands of years of living on this planet? You humans are stupid. Stupid. They don't realize how powerful we are and how yeah, we're pretty much living creatures like you guys. So it pretty much pisses off the first interaction between Jiraiya and the Ninetales. Gets a little bit irritated until Jiraiya thanks Ninetales for being there for Naruto where he wasn't. And Jiraiya and what's the name? Ninetales fashion. Ninetales just puts his Naruto. He just puts his hands out. Sorry. Yeah, Naruto just what's it called? Puts his hands up and he can do pretty much anything Jiraiya tries to teach him, you know. Like it's just really nothing. Even after what's it called, Jiraiya meets the Ninetales, he's kind of scared of the fact that Naruto has his power within him. That's pretty much teaching Naruto and steering him to certain directions and all that stuff. And know that it just baffles him to know that this white boy with horns is Minato and Kushina's son. And yeah, like so the month training happens and Naruto learns a few jutsus that you guys will find out in the next part, okay? So right now I'm going to actually end this part with Naruto training with Jiraiya properly, okay guys? Where he's training for that 1 month, not the 2.5 years, the 1 month before the next training exams, okay guys? I know it seems a bit this episode seems a bit small right now, but yeah, it's just I'm trying to get to the point where I can do 30-minute videos and try to cram all my information into 30-minute videos so I can make more videos come out, you know, and get more content in so you guys can watch it more, okay? But right now, I'm gonna leave you on this situation right here, leave you on this part right here where Naruto is training, Sasuke is training, and Sakura is training, and everything from that. And when we come back to the next part, we're gonna be entering the tuning exams, okay, guys? The part where Naruto fights Neji, Sasuke fights Gaara, and I don't know who Sakura fights because she's not gonna fight. She's useless. So yeah, but that's what's gonna happen. Little teaser about the next part. Um, people are going to die. Okay, guys, that's just it. Okay, people are going to die. Things have changed a lot since Naruto's interaction with Little Chimaru the first time. So the stakes are much higher. Okay, and something happens with Sasuke that will change a lot of things too. But that's your sneak peek, guys, to the next part. I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, this is Dr. Ko saying peace.